Curiosity Killed closes out Season 4 and a lot of lives. Directed by Elliot Silverstein, written by Stanley Ralph Ross, and shot by Rick Boda, based on a story from Tales from the Crypt number 36, drawn by George Evans. You'll feel you've aged a couple decades by the end of this tale. Henrietta visits her neighbor, Emily. Wallace, Emily's husband, answers the door. This typically timid man now radiates confidence. He claims Emily left the night before to visit relatives, then slams the door shut. Henrietta feels something is wrong. She speaks to George, the elevator operator. The last time he saw Emily was last night when he brought her up, not down. She has George ask Jed at the front desk if he saw Emily leave. Henrietta returns home to her husband, Milton. Not wasting time, she accuses Wallace of killing Emily. But how? Milton asks. Wally doesn't have it in him. George stops by. Jed didn't see anybody come in or out of the building last night. Emily's body must still be in the apartment. Milton leaves for work. He tells Henrietta if she truly believes Wallace killed Emily, she should call the police. Curious enough, the episode follows an entirely different premise. Elderly Cynthia and Jack take a weekend getaway in the woods, but there is no vacation from their irritation with each other. Cynthia threatens to drive the camper home by herself. Their friends, Lucille and Harry, listen, through no fault of their own, to all the commotion in their RV. These two have something other than a camping trip on their minds.
She remind you of Emma.
Emma was never that bad.
And never will be again. You never should have invited them.
Jack saved my life. If he hadn't dragged me through the middle of a firefight, I'd still be on Guadalcanal, or under it. All my life I wanted to pay the man back, and now I finally can.
Henrietta can't call the police. She has no proof. Armed with a measuring cup, she marches over to Wallace's apartment to borrow a cup of sugar. He blocks her from coming in, taking the cup from her, locking the door behind him as he gets the sugar. Henrietta knows Wallace is hiding Emily in there. She will get her proof. Staking out near Wallace's apartment, she waits for him to leave. Once the suspect is gone, she crosses over their shared terrace and peeks into Wallace's home. The window blinds are lowered and the door is locked. She can't see or get in. Lucille and Harry break up Cynthia and Jack's fight. Lucille begins concocting a special you'll see as Cynthia continues her tirade. She crosses a line, sending Jack to retreat into the camper and into a bottle. Harry rushes to stop him. Cynthia eavesdrops on their very odd conversation.
Lucille says one drop of this stuff and everything goes the wrong way.
I tried so damn hard, Harry. I can't take any more of it.
The one time that Emma treated me this way, I almost dropped her.
Hell of an idea. But Cynthia and her lawyers would be in me for the rest of my life.
Well, what you gonna do about her?
What you do about Emma?
Harry and Jack head into the woods. Wallace returns to his home carrying a small package. Henrietta knocks on his door once more, returning the cup of sugar, much to Wally's irritation. Since Emily is out of town, Henrietta offers to help clean up around the home. Wallace refuses, slamming the door in her face again. For 2 months, Henrietta watches Wallace leave his home, returning hours later with a small box. Finally, Henrietta confronts him in the hall, demanding to know when Emily is coming back. Never, he proclaims. Henrietta hears scratching coming from the box. She spies on Wallace from the French doors of the terrace. He releases a homing pigeon with a small can tied to its leg. Henrietta deduces that Wallace is getting rid of Emily's body bit by bit using the birds. Milton tells Henrietta to follow Wallace, find out where he gets the pigeons and what is actually in the cans. Then she will have her proof. Jack and Harry dig into the ground. Cynthia laments to Lucille that she gave Jack the best years of her life. Saddened by the loss of her youth, she follows Jack into the woods. She finds Jack and Harry just as the two find what they're looking for, Harry's ex-wife, Emma.
Jack, you got two choices. See this thing through or walk out now. I can't let you walk out now. You're entitled, Jack.
You're right. What have I got to lose?
Lucille said these bulbs I planted in Emma's mouth need lots of moonlight. Would you get that stump over there for me?
Cynthia believes Jack has similar plans for her. She runs away, missing Harry's ritual.
Lucille says this happens fast. Emma, look at that moon.
Cynthia is afraid, but Lucille doesn't seem to care. Jack and Harry emerge from the woods with a ceremonial flower in hand. Jack couldn't be happier, while Cynthia is in hysterics. Jack invites Cynthia to join him and their friends in the RV, but she refuses. Henrietta follows Wallace to the outskirts of town to a dilapidated shack. She witnesses him empty the contents of one of his cans into the mouths of hungry dogs, before taking a pigeon from the coop. Henrietta returns home, and unexpectedly finds Milton back from work early. He holds a box with a pigeon inside. Milton and Wallace have been planning together all along. First Emily, then Henrietta. They rented a shack, dogs, and pigeons, but Henrietta found out about Emily too soon. Now Milton has to kill Henrietta and cut her into tiny pieces. Cynthia hears Lucille moan inside the camper. Fearing the worst, she demands to be let in. Harry needs Cynthia to be kept under control. Jack chases her back to their RV. Cynthia arms herself with a knife, but Jack disappears. Something strange is happening in Harry and Lucille's camper. Cynthia spots Jack and Harry skulking back into the woods. She follows. Lucille catches her, and all is finally revealed. Youth is being restored to Lucille, Harry, and Jack.
I thought Harry was trying to kill you.
You heard Lucille taking the first dose. Needs two to work. Burns like hell going down.
But I promise you, the second dose will be easier.
Cynthia couldn't be happier or more relieved, but Jack has other plans.
I've done my time as far as you're concerned. 45 years of hard labor. I will not do that time again.
Enraged, Cynthia takes the youth potion for herself and replaces it with vodka. The other three come out of the woods with their flower for the second dose. Youth flowers mixed with vodka will give you the world's worst hangover. As her husband and friends turn to dust, Cynthia drinks from the fountain of youth. She is in heaven. Where to begin with Curiosity Killed? The comic is a straightforward mystery, ending with our heroine being murdered. Henrietta mentions how she and Emily specifically married men they could dominate over, an interesting tactic that didn't work out. The show takes the concept of bad marriages and gets weird with it. I did not enjoy it at all. I hated being around Cynthia and Jack. Tales from the Crypt has a vice for punishing rotten people. Previous wrongdoers were interesting to watch. More intolerant than curious, Cynthia is annoying. And her ultimate comeuppance has nothing to do with the youthful themes. Margot Kidder's performance is more so a caricature of old age than actual old age. The cakey elderly makeup on our stars has not aged well. The music swells over a lot of the dialogue, considering that most of it is bickering that may actually be a good thing. Our season finale is a waste of great actors. Don't let curiosity get the best of you.
You miserable bastard! I hope it hurts worse than it looks!